So now we're going to be looking at how to change the works inside of a Kohler single-piece toilet. I've had this for about 11 years, 2007 model, and it's been very good, but over time the interior, the insides of the unit have started to deteriorate a little bit. As can be seen, I've already drained it, shut the water off, and drained it out, but you can see that the flapper is pretty crusty, and we're actually having a little bit of trouble with the internals of this and this orifice in here taking forever. The whole thing takes forever to flow any water to fill the toilet back up. And I figured, well, this is in pretty crummy shape, so I'm going to look around and see if I can find some parts for it, because this was not an inexpensive toilet. And as luck would have it, I did. And I have them right here. The new fill valve and the new drain valve. And the fill valve is interesting because they make a big deal about, actually, sorry. The fill valve is interesting because they make a big deal about this. If your center shank of the fill valve is black, you need to use a different part number than this one, which is the gray center shank. And this is, there we go. That's that part number, and I love this. Warning, this product contains a chemical known to the state of California to cause cancer and or birth defects or other reproductive harm. It's a toilet valve. If you eat that, you deserve it. Anyway, on to this. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this off. And actually, that's a reverse thread. Yeah. Get some light on this baby. Yeah, this is a reverse thread. But I also have to get a Phillips screwdriver, I just noticed, and pop that handle off. So that's what I'm going to go get. So that screw does not want to come off. But luckily, this will go out that way. And then we can remove, I believe I can remove that. Maybe I just have to bend this a little bit. We can get it out of that hole. Yeah, so it's off, disconnected, and then you can just pull it and finagle it out. There. Now we've got a little bit more room to work in here. And what I'm going to do now is disconnect the inlet tube from the bottom of this. And that should only require a pair of plumber's channel locks. Okay, so it didn't even require that. It came off by hand. And now there's a nut on the bottom of that stack. And if you loosen that and take it off, that whole thing pulls right out. And that is the extent of removing the water valve. And once that's off, then it's just as simple picking it up and out. Got a gasket on here, which is what's been keeping it sealed to the bottom. And that's it. Throw that in the sink. That's kind of gross. And now if you want to do a little more cleaning, you can. The interesting part about this now is you can see the rubber donut. It's all squooshed out in there. Yeah, that looks the same. But I don't really understand how that got in there. It looks like it would have to be twisted, like put in and twisted. So pick that little piece off so I don't lose it. And sure enough, yuck. And that's all there is to it. I'll be damned. Who knew? So that's as simple as that. Now I'm going to clean this up a little bit get rid of some of this 11 years of rust buildup. And yeah, that's all it is. And then we're going to put this thing back together. Alright, now we got this thing ready to go. I put the gasket on it, as you can see, and greased it up a little bit with some of my, very little bit of my super secret military spec O-ring lube. And now we're going to try to get that to go in there. Okay, you gotta push down on it pretty good apparently. And there it is. Yep, sure enough. That's all there is to it. You gotta just push down square on the drain hole and it twists right in nice. Alright, next thing we're gonna do is take the new water valve apart, put it together, and install it in a similar manner. Set it down from the top, put the nut on from the bottom, snug it down until the gasket's tight, and we're ready to start hooking this thing back up. Okay, so this thing is adjustable in several different ways. First, it comes with a little orifice that this blue thing pulls out. There's 4 other ones that come with it, and that can change the flow rate of the water going back into the tank or into the bowl when the tank is filling. So you don't want, if the bowl fills up before the tank is finished filling, you want to restrict this a little bit, and then you're not going to waste any water. Then you got your height, which is adjustable by turning this. That'll set the water level in the tank. Additionally, you slide that up, and this is also height adjustable. The one that I had was set all the way at the bottom, so that's where I'm going to put this one. But that is basically how you set it up. I'll put a little bit more of my secret O-ring lube on this, and we are going to install it in the tank. Alright, now she's done. I haven't hooked the flusher in yet. Now we're going to open the valve and let her run and check for leaks. Well, that's flowing a lot better already, I can tell. Yeah. We'll check for the water height. Drilling, I know. Yeah, not a bad guess. Perfect. So now we'll give it a flush. Works like a champ. So there you go. Now I'm just going to put the handle back on, hook that chain back up, and we are done. Changing the guts in a Kohler One Piece commode.